All right, everybody. Where's my hands? We're here with the actual final song. I was wrong last time, as you found out if you watched the whole thing. The actual last song in the Silverthorn album. I said at the beginning that we were going to watch the first song live. Because I'm looking forward to it. I want to see it live. I'm really excited for that. So, this one's going to be the live version. Make sure to stay to the end if you want to hear about some spicy stuff I have cooking up for the future for reaction videos, and for what band we're gonna start doing next alongside the Ritual album that we're finishing up here. So make sure you check that out. I don't got anything to say. Any more to say? About this song. If you've watched this whole album, I'm sure you've seen this version of this song many times before. I have not, so I am gotten to write stuff down here. I'm excited because I know I like this song and I know I'd like these singers. So I've heard them all sing live before, so this should be a really good time. Sacrimony live, baby. Let's fucking go.
Like a night without awakening. The truth is lost and maybe never to be found. Like the shadows of my pantomime. When all the world is down for the final feast, will there be someone to believe in me? Voices echoing in my distorted mind. Is this for real or just a dream? Sing for me.
happened now? I don't know if that was just a hug or looked like someone else went down there. And there you have it. That was okay. I got something to say immediately. So before you click off, I just want to say something about Kamelot. I want to say something about Tommy and Kamelot here. So it looked like this was taken from a while after the album. It looked like it was a thing saying like new live album and whatnot. It didn't seem like this was a tour during the album. I could be wrong. I do not know. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if this was after or before. Tommy looks different. He looks less pretty boy, like I mentioned at the beginning of the album, and more like, honestly, hearing him live, I do not know how much was potentially in helping him out, maybe through the mic. I don't know if there is any filter helping him out or not, because it did sound suspiciously just like the song. However, if he has no assistance, no help whatsoever, he's very much just like Roy Khan, even better live than on the album. And I honestly think this is a little late, obviously, because they made quite a few albums, but I do think that Kamelot's in good hands with Tommy. I think he's a great singer. I think he does a fantastic job. He knows how to work the crowd. He's like, he good. All right, he good. I really hope going forward with the albums that there's less everything's a ballad and more like this song, because this song is really fucking good. Like, my favorite song on the album. This and Solitaire is really fucking amazing. It just, everything else just did not, if you've been watching everything, you already know this. If you're just watching this one specifically, you may not know this. It did not really live up to my expectations of what they came out the gate with. Like, Sacrimony was so fucking good, and then everything else is just like, okay. Wasn't bad, but it's just so okay. And so I'm really seeing this, hoping that this is a future instance where he's looking more metal and less less boy band. No offense, but it really making me hope that they were just riding to his strengths on the first album, and he's kicking so much ass every album after. Really, my hope is that I can listen to the next album, because I'm just going to be going through the music videos whenever I get to there. I don't know when that will be. But hopefully I'm listening to the music videos. I'm like, this is just so good. I have to listen to the album. And then I listen to the album, and it's just like knockout hit. You know what I mean? It's so much better. I really hope that's what happens. I don't got a whole lot. We're going to jump through a few things here, and then I'll talk about what we got going on in the future. But one thing I'm just going to say right out the gate is that I was happy. I was a little hoping that they'd bring the girls out a little bit earlier and that they would sing a little early. However, they did do what I was hoping, that the person, in the video, the music video of Sacrimony, said that you won't be disappointed by the live video. I was not disappointed by the live video. When at the very end, when they're all three singing, while Eliza was soloing, that Elisa was singing with them. It should have happened in the studio version, but it's fine. We at least have it. You know what I mean? All three of them singing together, exactly what I was looking for, exactly what I was wanting. It could be that way in the studio version. You just can't tell. So it's exactly what I wanted, exactly what I was looking for. Let's just go through a few things here. Mostly around the middle. First off, I'm gonna just say, I mean, I already know that Elisa is really good live. I've seen her live. I know she's really good. I know she has that awesome, authentic, deep growl. Good shit. But Eliza, never seen her live. I've only listened to Amaranth Studio, never listened to them live. That growl that she did in here that we'll get to, Like she killed it. Like she was really good live, and I was really proud of how great she was. So just throwing that out there as well. Let's get to around the beginning here. When I was just listening, I was like I could hear a little bit of live vocal quality from Tommy. Excuse me, from Tommy here, but it sounded a little too accurate to the song. Let's see if we can find that here. Come on. By the way, he's looking really good in this video. I'm just gonna put that out there. He looks pretty fucking epic. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool looking in this video. I like what he's got going on with the beard and everything. Perfect. That's fantastic. The first few notes sound like it's taken straight from the studio version, but then that kind of little change up he does with carving on a wall, that sounds a little bit like he is singing live. Still not 100% positive. If you could let me know, I'd appreciate it. But it sounds a little enhanced to me. I don't know. And you can hear it getting slightly softer when he's pulling the mic away, which it seems like he's doing it purposely to create this kind of effect. So I want to believe it's him.
The truth is lost and maybe never to be found, like the shadows of my pantomime.
And then first off, he's working the crowd right in front of the crowd, and doing some decent hand gestures and stuff. Nothing too crazy, nothing too over the top. Like, okay, that's silly. Like, nice and subtle and everything. I like it. And then he goes and just sings, stays right up in there singing to Thomas, and they're kind of having a little back and forth. Really, really good live work in the crowd shit right here. I also really like the teeth that he had in there. Just really kind of like up in this upper register, just feast. Just really nice there. Just throwing that out there. I also think it was a really good idea to have that part. Not him. Just, coming through the speakers. Because if he tried to end that and then go immediately into that, it probably would have sounded a little rushed. It probably wouldn't have read as well. So I think that was really smart to put into the speakers there. We're going to skip ahead here to when Elise comes out. Elise. Yes, it's Elise. Yes, Elise. We're going to go to when she comes out. Which, first off, the outfits in here, I was a little confused by. It looked like she was trying to look like some kind of like poison ivy mother nature, like just these like white petals covering her bits. Kind of weird. And then Eliza with that crazy hair and just like almost kind of raven-like, but also just kind of looking like chips of diamond or something, like black and diamonds just attached to her in a cape. It's kind of weird, but I really, around 150 here, want to hear that just growl from Elise. That was, that she has in there is just, it's tasty as a motherfucker. I want to hear that. And then she starts, right here, she starts holding the notes, just kind of really operatic, just high-ish register, just held notes, just really beautiful through here. I really like that. And of course, this part we have Elisa coming out. I feel like I've been pronouncing her name wrong. I just kind of now realized that. But Lisa coming out with her awesome growls and whatnot. And then I just kind of want to get a little bit glimpse of a little bit more stage work in there that I saw them doing here, and then we'll just call it a day. So let's pull it back over here. I just want to say Lisa is badass. she's pretty brutal. She's pretty epic. I don't want to pick favorites here. I don't know if I could say she's as dominating and epic as Tatiana, and she just kind of corners the market, unfortunately. But I don't think we should sleep on Elisa here, because she is pretty fucking amazing. I'm just put that one out there. I didn't see that. I didn't notice that she was like bent over the speaker, like just straight up hair twirling. Fuck yeah. Then we're going to just skip forward here to where we come back in. Just kind of like the interaction between Tommy and Elise, which is kind of like, put like hand on head, just kind of, epic. Pretty epic right there. Did you freak out on me? Even pushes him down. Alright, we're gonna hear the rest of this out here when they're all singing together and whatnot, but just great crowd work in there, just really great effects, just like pushing him down and then just ignoring him for a second, and then the hand slowly comes down and just rests on his head. Great choreography there, great stage work, just great across the board. They all line up, get ready to sing together. Good vibrato there. Like that little at the end there. Nice fall off. Elise. Reed. Got it. Lisa and Elise. I like how they leave and she's bowing. They're just like, okay, yep. We're good. We're out. But she's still like, no, I'll bow. I'll get up in this bow game. I want to see what will reflect well. That's fine. I'm just trying to see what lighting is on my face here. Alrighty. Well, there you have it. That was Sacrimony Live. That is the end of the Silverthorn album. That honestly is like the best way, in my opinion, to end this album, because I really love that song out the gate, and I think the live version was even better. Fantastic stuff. So yeah, I already shared my feelings on this album. No reason to go over it again, because I even shared it in this video. So we'll just let that go. What we got cooking up here next? Actually going to switch the lighting because I need to bring up that. Here we go. Scooch that over. Love having two monitors. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I ever lived without it. So two things I just want to discuss really quickly. First, I'm going to go over some of the new bands and stuff that I've added to my list since the last time I may have mentioned that I'm really excited to get to. And then we'll talk about who we're doing next. I am going to talk this out for the next 8 seconds because it's about to skip and I don't want to be cut off in the middle of what I'm saying. We got 2 seconds here. All right, we back in it. Cool. So the 4 bands I have added onto this group that you should check them out if you haven't, and get excited for them if you really want to see them in the future. The first one is a group I did not know was underground band. had no idea because they didn't sound like they were underground band until I realized that they were, and it's like, oh, okay, I can kind of hear it. But I was just randomly found them on Spotify. They randomly suggested the song, and I was like, oh, I'll heart that, come back to it, and I really like the song. I don't really know how to pronounce it. Reliquia, Reliqua, Reliquia or something like that. I don't know. You should go check them out, especially the song Doomed. I really like that song. It's the only song I know of theirs, because when I hear a good song, it's like, okay, I'm not going to listen to it anymore just in case I want to react to them in the future. Really like that song. I really love the energy and the intensity. I literally love how they switch between spoken and singing and just kind of almost have this rap element into it. I think it's really cool, and I would love to listen to more of them. Mushroom Head, pretty popular group out there. I kept seeing thumbnails of people either reacting to them or just thumbnails of their video, whatever, that just kept popping up randomly, and it had like really creepy faces on it and stuff. Because obviously they like to wear masks, but it was just very creepy female faces, and it's like, okay, show me what you got. You keep popping up, like you better better nut up or shut up. You know, you better be good if you're gonna keep bothering me. And usually they are, because like that's how I found Amaranth. That's how I found a couple of bands, Amaranth and, well, the two singers in here. That's actually how I found the Agonist when Elisa was with him, and Amaranth, is because it kept suggesting videos for me. I was like, okay, let's see what you got. So I listened to The Heresy. Haven't been able to stop listening to that song. So fucking good. This might annoy Mushroom Head fans, but when I listen to them, when I do some stuff with them, I do plan on listening to their newest album, because that's the album that the female singer came in on. And while I really like, from what I've heard just purely from The Heresy, I really like their male singer. However, if it was just him, I don't know if I would like it as much. So I want to really grow to love them before going back to their older stuff. That might be, dare I say it, heresy. But sorry, it's just what I first heard, is what I first fell in love with, so I want to continue loving that more. After that, Jason Charles Miller, very somehow underrated musician, even though like there's millions of people that watch Critical Role, and he was on Critical Role, and they kept saying check out his music, yet no one apparently did, because he does not have many subscribers or many views at all. But I listened to his. I was like, okay, I'll go check him out, because I was rewatching through the first campaign, at least what I've seen the first campaign, and I got to the episode when he was on, and they're like, check out his music, and I was like, okay, I'll go give it a shot. And I watched Get Thee Behind Me. The video was really fucking awesome. The song was really awesome. I was like, I'm gonna put him on the list. And of course, last but not least, we got Stitches. If you haven't listened to Stitches, do it. He's fucking hilarious. And what I think makes it even more hilarious is I don't think he's trying to be funny. I think he is being insanely sincere and like is taking everything he's saying extremely serious. But the only thing he talks about is cocaine, how much he loves cocaine and dealing drugs and stuff. And shooting automatic weapons. It's really kind of all he sings about. Like for like the 4 or 5 songs I've heard, that's like it. But he sounds so catchy to me when he sings it. So I just want to listen to a Stitches album. I don't know. There it is. It just sounds like fun. So far I've listened to, and I highly recommend these songs. Breaking Your Face, or Yo Face, I don't want to be specific. Molly Cyrus, of course, because who doesn't want to listen to a song about him singing about shoving cocaine up Miley Cyrus's ass? Kilos in My Bag, of course. My favorite one is Shoot to Kill. I really like that one. I kind of really like the verses and and just the flow of it. And My Old Ways. Those are the 5 songs I listened to. And I like him. I kind of think Stitches as like it sounds like he's a metal rapper because he puts a lot of, I would assume, stress, or is just the effects of massive amounts of cocaine, stress on his vocal cords that kind of almost is between yelling to vocal fry. And he's always kind of intense. A lot of the time is intense with a lot of his verses. So it almost sounds like he's like the metal star of rapping. It's fascinating. And I love it. So I want to listen to more of that. But what do we have next? What do we have next? This is a double-edged sword for me, guys. I'm really excited and also not excited. I don't want to do it. I'm anxious as fuck. We got Nightwish next. So I have been blown away by the amazingness of Ginger fans. And at first, when I did the first Annette album, and the first song or two of the second Annette album, I was really like loving Nightwish fans. They were amazing. They were nice. They were like Ginger level of awesome. And then it rapidly devolved into just pretty much not necessarily hate every single song, but just constant mocking and just like, what the fuck, this isn't Floor, this is bullshit, go fuck yourself. Not like that level. I always extremely exaggerated. No one was ever actually that rude or mean, but it was just very much just like, yeah, no, this is a shit version, you should be reacting to Floor, this isn't Floor, why aren't you reacting to Floor. So much to I coined a new term that I call floor baiters. That is people that love Floor so much they literally cannot go to sleep at night unless they listen to Floor and jerk off to her voice. I call them floor baiters because, goddamn, dudes, like, I swear they live or die by Floor Jansen. like they would probably die for her for any reason, without a second hesitation. Like, these people are berserk. So I'm really not looking forward to that because for three reasons. I like to call them three beautiful landmines that I'm going to willingly walk into the fire for. One, I'm not going to be listening to her live at first. I want to hear what she can do on the studio album first. The first album that she was on. I want to hear what she can do not live first. And I'm sure that's going to piss a lot of them off. Secondly, Floor has been, in my opinion, overhyped. I haven't listened to her, so maybe it's adequate hype. But in my current opinion, current state of mind, overhyped. So if I don't like her as much as I feel that everyone's saying I should, I'm going to let you know. And I might even enjoy like exaggerating, like, oh man, she's shit, what are you guys talking about? I might enjoy just pissing floor baiters off because it's like, is this what I got all these messages for? Like, she's good, sure, but like, not like I'm going to beat you over the head with it every single video by 10 people at least. Like, she's not that good, guys. Come on, calm down. Like, so I feel like I might piss a lot of people off that way. And then I'm going to go with the suicidal attempt of doing live battles that I've talked about before, of having Floor and listen to Floor sing a Tarja song versus Tarja sing a Floor song, see which one I like better. Have Annette and Tarja go off, Floor and Tarja and Annette go off against each other in like the same song and whatnot, and see who did it better. And that's probably, if my answer is probably anything but Floor, that's probably gonna piss a lot of people off. So yeah, I don't think it's a good idea, and I'm gonna do it because I love bad ideas. So yeah, I'm excited to finally figure out, is Floor as good as everyone says she is, and is she actually my favorite Nightwish singer, or is it Annette? I'm excited to finally have those answers. However, I'm really not excited about all the people that are probably going to scream their head off at me in the comments. So there you go. Come and join me for some Nightwish, which is going to be going alongside In This Moment, finishing up the Ritual album. I only have 4 more songs on the Ritual album at this current moment, but that probably isn't true by the time you're seeing this, because they're going to be coming out side by side, this album and of course In This Moment. So by the time we get to this song, I'm probably already done, and all of the last one might have already come out by now. Who knows? So we might already be on to the next one after that, which is trying to find which one that's going to be. There it is. I'm trying to open that up real fast. Hey, right. I'll let this one go forward because it's gonna be a very tiny album. After once Kamelot and In This Moment are done, and I assume once Nightwish starts, In This Moment's gonna be pretty much almost done, if not already. The last video has been uploaded. So after that, we're gonna be doing some Evanescence. But however, it's like I call it like a quarter album. We're taking her first 2 albums, Fallen and Open Door, and taking the songs that I haven't really listened to from those 2 albums, because I've listened to those albums pretty well, but there's a few that I've only maybe listened to once or haven't listened to at all, and I want to listen to them. So there's maybe like 5 songs from that we're actually going to listen to. So that's what's coming up on the horizon. Thank you so much for joining me through Silverthorn. I know it wasn't the easiest trek through. I know I did not enjoy it as much as maybe some of you might have been hoping, or some of you might have been like, yeah, I kind of had the same experience. I'm sure there was a mix between the two. So I wish I would have loved it more as well. And I'm getting good glimpses that Tommy is kicking up his game as he went through the albums, because again, this was his first album, so I'm really giving him the benefit of the doubt. However, I don't know if I can commit to a full album, so we're just going to be going for music videos for a little bit until I hear something that's just like, maybe he's changed it up, let's get into the album. So thank you for joining me so much, and I will see you in some Nightwish. And this form's most beautiful. Okay, here we go.